existence will be impossible without a healthy environment. It is therefore important to protect the environment from all forms of human activities that could lead to environmental hazards. In Ogun State, since the inception of the present administration, under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun, the state has witnessed a massive industrial revolution, thereby turning the state into an industrial hub of high repute in the country. The government has therefore placed priority on environmental research and technology, while environmental protection laws are enforced in the state so as to prevent industrial waste from causing harm to the environment. It is in light of this that the Ogun State Waste Management Authority, OGWAMA, an agency saddled with the responsibility of waste management in the state, organized a 2-day workshop for health, safety, and environmental personnel of industries in Ogun State on better ways to manage industrial wastes. The workshop with the theme Enhancing Industrial Waste Management for a Sustainable Future, Regulatory Compliance, Public Health and Global Best Practices was held at Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library Marquee, Okemosan, Abeokuta. The Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, speaking at the workshop, underscored the importance of collective responsibility and building a sustainable future for Ogun State.
Ogun State occupies a unique position in Nigeria's economic landscape. As the industrial hub of the nation, our factories, plants, and processing facilities serve as engines of growth and innovation, driving economic development, creating jobs, and contributing significantly to national progress. However, industrialization brings with it a profound responsibility. The need to manage the byproducts of production sustainably and responsibly.
Salako Oyedele says the administration's goal is to create an enabling environment where businesses thrive without compromising public health or environmental integrity.
Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, this administration has made remarkable strides in waste and environmental management. These achievements underscore our unwavering commitment to building a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable Ogun State. A cornerstone of our efforts has been the revitalization and strengthening of waste management through the establishment of OGWAMA. From the outset, we recognize that addressing the unique challenges posed by rapid industrial and urban growth. In environmental sanitation, we have launched statewide campaigns to foster a culture of cleanliness and responsibility among our citizens. These campaigns have improved public awareness, resulting in cleaner streets, markets, and communities. Enforcement of waste disposal regulations have been strengthened to ensure accountability, creating a disciplined approach to waste management.
She explained that the present administration has made remarkable strides in waste management, urging leaders of industries to see sustainable waste management not as an obligation but as an opportunity for a cleaner environment.
Let me emphasize that industrial waste management is not merely about compliance. It is about innovation, foresight, and leadership. Around the world, industries are embracing circular economic models that transfer waste into valuable resources, recycling waste to energy technologies. Sustainable design principles are becoming the standard in forward-thinking economies. To our industry leaders, I urge you to see sustainable waste management not as an obligation but as an opportunity. Adopting innovative practices reduces risks, enhances efficiency, and strengthens your reputation as responsible corporate citizens.
The Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Ola Oresanya, in his keynote address, says the state government is committed to industrial growth and will not compromise the health and safety of its citizens.
Ogun State is an industrial hub when it comes to Nigerian production. And when it comes to industrial health and safety, we cannot do anything less with it. We have to be at the forefront. So it's about the prospects and the problem. And the problems that we identified, one of the key problems is in health and safety programs or safety practices among industrialists. Since my assumption of office in the environment sector in the state, the first thing the governor did, and the governor of the state, Prince Abeokuta, is so concerned about the well-being of the citizens of the state. And as an industrial hub in Nigeria, environment, health and safety is key. What this administration did was to make sure that we institutionalize activities that will make sure that our industries they conform with the best practice. One of the key things was to establish Ogun. The governor, Prince Abeokuta, was the first governor that established an institution that will focus on solid waste, which is in good state waste and management.
Ola Oresanya says the workshop is aimed at addressing the knowledge gap and improve competency in waste management practices.
One of the key things Ogun identified during the course, and I think Ogepa identified, was that look, we keep sanctioning these companies, but we found out that look, there's a gap. Many of them, it was after they said they are standing, they start asking, what do you want us to do? That means there's a knowledge gap. Knowledge gap. And I think that's why we're here today. Knowing what to do. And knowing what to do is not just in the industries. Also, within the establishment itself. It is not every staff we have that actually are specialists in regulating health and safety. So the lack of competency is on the two sides. And we are all here today, and for the 2 days to learn and exchange ideas on knowing exactly what to do so that we can be better for it as we grow together.
The special advisor to the governor on waste management, Honorable Abayomi, also spoke on the role of the workshop in addressing waste management.
As the Chief Executive of Ogun State Waste Management Authority, Ogun, I am truly delighted to welcome you all. Our value partners and stakeholders, especially the dedicated health, safety and environmental managers, that is HSCs, and officers from industries across our great state. This workshop brings together professionals who play a critical role in shaping the futures of industrial waste management in the state. I am confident that the next 2 days will be an enriching and impactful experience for all of us. The importance of this gathering cannot be overstated, as many of you are aware. Ogun State is Nigeria's foremost industrial hub, home to a diverse array of manufacturing and processing industry, from the large-scale production facilities to small and medium-sized enterprises. The industries in Ogun State are a significant contributor to the economic development of the regions and the country at large. However, as we continue to grow our industrial capacity, we must also recognize and address the environmental challenge that comes with it. Among the most pressing of these challenges is the management of industrial waste.
Several goodwill messages poured in at the workshop.
I'm here to really appreciate Ogun. They've been wonderful partners to us. We keep on increasing from a different level to another level. Previously, Ogun was not like this. We started when it was Ogepa. Thank God for what is happening presently. And we are happy to be recognized and for the ideas they keep on bringing when they come to inspect our facility. So I want to also appreciate other companies like this. Let's open our doors to welcome Ogun
for the wonderful job they are doing. In fact, we are very elated that we have this opportunity to meet with the Ogun management and the captain of industry and all for the good of Ogun State, in making sure that the health and the safety of the people are well cared for.
I would like to appreciate this opportunity to speak at Ogun and discuss how Aleph can support your sustainability goals through our bottle recycling solutions.
And I'm privileged to be here. Our purpose is to collaborate with Ogun to take Ogun to the next level in environmental sustainability.
We sincerely appreciate this opportunity being given to us, and you can be rest assured the organizers of this today's event
that we're not going to take this program for granted. We can't undo at Ogoma for several opportunities that you've been giving us. And we'll say a very big thank you once again.
During the technical session, Professor Solomon Adewale from the Department of Pure and Applied Biology, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, guided the participants through fundamental concepts of waste management, addressing its principles, significance, and practical applications.
Basic concept in waste management. When we are talking about waste, waste is majorly most human activities that are being generated. Despite this, the production of waste remains a major source of concern, as it has always been since prehistoric period. In recent times, the rate and the quantity of waste generation have been on the increase, majorly because of the geometric increase in urbanization and industrialization. As the volume of waste increases, so also does the variety of the waste increases. Proper management was not a major issue as the population was small, and a vast amount of land was available to the population at that time. In those days, the environment easily absorbed the volume of waste produced without any form of a degradation. Why? Because then the ancients believed that the environment has a way of getting rid of the waste. A substantial increase in volume of waste generation began in the 16th century when people began to move from rural areas to cities as a result of industrial revolution. This migration of people to cities led to population explosion that is in turn led to a surge in the volume and variety in composition of waste generated in cities. It was then that materials such as metals and glass began to appear in large quantities in municipal waste streams. The large population of people in cities and communities gave rise to indiscriminate littering and dumps and open dumps. These dumps in turn form breeding grounds for rodents and other pests, posing significant risks to public health. The unhealthy waste management practices resulted in several outbreaks of epidemics with high death toll. What then are the types of waste, which I know is very common to us? We have solid waste. We have liquid waste, which can as well be called effluent or waste waters. Then we have gaseous waste. Industrial waste are waste produced as a result of the processing of raw materials for the production of new products. This could be in factories, mines, or even mills.
Professor Oladapo Okari from the Department of Public Health, University of Ibadan, also delivered a lecture on the impact of public health on waste management, highlighting the health risks associated with improper waste management.
Liquid waste, it will involve the collection, the treatment, the disposal. If you don't know anything about the treatment, you expose yourself to too much of public hazards. Okay? Now, from here, for the gaseous emissions, mostly from the industry, precipitation, aerosolization, a lot of them in the atmosphere that either goes through condensation process, hydration process, precipitation process, and then come back to the environment. When we talk about improper waste management, what will it generate? It generally will affect the climate, the coastal marine environment, the health, the socio-economic conditions. Now, waste and dump sites. Look at, for us, those carcasses of cars here would have been access of resources to some of us. Do you know? Oh, for us here, I will have a lot of money from there. But look at two. These ones are
You see the tire. If there is any state overgoing around for waste management training and awareness, Lagos and Ogun State stands out. Now, look at the various ones, the various waste, indicating both legal and illegal dump sites.
He emphasized the importance of adopting efficient waste management system to safeguard public health and promote a healthier environment for communities.
And the waste facility and safety concern, for we talked about so many good things they are doing in this company. So remember, his company inclines solely on food, but when producing the food, there are other materials that are used that are not organic. For instance, the use of petrol and engine diesel oil. It will definitely spill, or the residues will be there to be discarded. And so, when we talk of waste management facility, the focus should not be on organ, as the government organ alone, should not be on the company alone, but primarily on who? The employee. The employee. And so in this case, we talk about their health, we talk about the need for their protection, their welfare, which is very, very important. If you look at this pictorial presentation that I'm giving here, this is supposed to be an abandoned site. The first slide. Are the left? No, you know. Okay, you can see that. Now you can see the pool of water that is still stagnant there. You will see it's going to attract better. Like what? Lava, mosquito. Who will be the recipient of the mosquito? What will it generate? Malaria. Indicating that whatever you give to the environment will give back to you. Okay.
Professor John Shonibare from the Department of Chemical Engineering, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agoiwe, spoke on industrial waste auditing, data management, and reporting.
It is important for us that we are armed, that is, we have that tool, the ISO 14040, ISO 14040. In that tool, it tells us about the principles and framework of environmental audit. As I mentioned, waste audit is just a component of environmental audit. Waste audit is a component of environmental audit. But we have that ISO 14040 that's telling us how to go about it. And now we have ISO 14000. Again, that is telling us that so we want to do environmental audit. But this is what we need to do about the waste audit when we are doing environmental audit. We have to keep ourselves with this because in there they have told us what exactly to do, how to do them, to ensure that we carry out our waste audit. A comprehensive life cycle analysis is very, very important when we want to do our waste audit. And we know, as we know, our life cycle analysis is nothing but knowing what's happening from cradle to grave. That is, that material we want to produce. What am I going to use in producing there? And in the process of producing there, what are the waste I'm going to generate? And now am I going to account for that? That's basically what we do the life cycle analysis.
He highlighted effective data management practices and the necessity of accurate reporting to ensure compliance with environmental regulations and improve sustainability in industrial operations.
As you can see, here, we can see the basic steps involved in life cycle analysis. But also in that, as you can see, we see inventory analysis. It is the inventory analysis that tells us exactly how we are going to carry out our waste audit. So when we want to do our waste audit, we have to ensure that we know how to carry out our inventory analysis. Because if we don't know how to carry out our inventory analysis, we will not be able to carry out our waste audit. Also, we go to figure 3. Let's go to figure 3. You see the simplified procedures of inventory analysis. Because now we have agreed that we need to carry out inventory. So I can carry out our life cycle analysis, and to that life cycle analysis, we are able to carry out our waste audit. But in doing that, there is a simple procedure that we must use, and that's what we have in figure 3. That's as guided by ISO 14040. What I'm trying to say is that all these tools are there. It's just for us to put them together and make use of them as guide to carry out our waste audit.
Some of the participants at the workshop expressed their views on the workshop.
The benefit is enormous because, in fact, because this is my discipline. So all the lectures, I've enjoyed all the moments in this place. In fact, I feel really, really happy for the essay to come up with this idea. This idea really refreshed my memory, and I'm so happy that I have been able to recall those things that I learned in school, those days that I had forgotten. I came back again and I felt refreshing.
Well, it has been of great benefit. We live in the environment, so it is important that we keep our environment clean for the sake of the public health. Okay, so to be free of disease and other environmental concerns, we need to keep our workplace clean, proper waste collection, evacuation, and other methods of waste management that has been discussed in the workshop. We need to go back and put it in practice to keep our workplace safe, clean, and green.
To the best of my knowledge, the workshop has been a very great. The organizers of this workshop have done a very great job. In fact, it has broadened my knowledge, knowing one or two things in terms of health, safety, and how we can manage our waste. I appreciate the organizer of this workshop, the Ogun State Waste Management Authority. They have done a very great job, and I believe by next year it will be more than this, where we are going to gather and achieve more.
With the Industrial Revolution in Ogun and the priority placed on enforcing environmental protection laws, there is no doubt that the present administration is intentional about the safety of the people by seeing to it that industrial wastes are properly disposed to prevent environmental hazards. This will, on the long run, safeguard the health of the citizenry and further attract investors to the state. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Kiri